Welcome everyone to Arcane Clash. 32 new teams competing to see who will qualify for 16 slots in the main league and who will get relegated to the showdown. Pick your favorite team and let's get started already. First event here is string racing, which our test teams or trial teams will be testing out. How this event works is just a plinko, but with a twist. You're stuck to your teammate, you can't separate from them much far. As you can see with the test teams here, they are stuck together and you have to work together to be able to get through the plinko very quickly. As you can see here, Mirage doing a good job of doing that. They are working together to get down the course. Woodland Wanderers are right behind them as well, but stumble a bit. Approaching the end here, Woodland Wanderers and Mirage fighting, and Woodland Wanderers will get that win. So, relatively simple event. Let's just get started with Group A now. We have the Artichokers, Diamond Rings, Dodo Dashers, Ludar Fate, Bota Scouts, Portal Hoppers, Space Pirates, and the Zephyr Hunters. To start us off we go. Portal Hoppers take the early lead here. Space Pirates launch into second place. Portal Hoppers managing to keep that lead. Zephyr Hunters now attempting to challenge. Here we go. First battle of the qualifiers here. Portal Hoppers and Zephyr Hunters stall a bit. They collide actually. They get stuck on one of the plinkos. Diamond Rings attempt to take advantage of that. So do the Artichokers. Here come the Dodo Dashers, I believe, as well to the front. Portal Hoppers managed to keep a safe lead so far. Here come the Artichokers trying to challenge. I believe we are approaching the end soon. Yes, there it is. Portal Hoppers get stuck on the side. Diamond Rings. Here we go. Portal Hoppers do manage to keep that. And what a photo finish between the Artichokers and the Dodo Dashers. But I believe the Artichokers will barely get third place over the Dodo Dashers. You can see how varying the marbles can go in this event. Portal Hoppers kept together. Zephyr Hunters went more aggressive, charging towards the Portal Hoppers every single chance they got. But the Portal Hoppers will hold on over Diamond Rings, Artichokers, and Dodo Dashers to fill up the qualification spots. Now, Group B, Ashen Evergreen, Clanging Scales, Freeze Jars, Maelstroms, Showstoppers, Strawberry Sweets, Thermal Burners, and the Trojan Horses. Off we go. Maelstroms, quick launch off the gate, but stalled to the side. Everyone's caught up now. Thermal Burners take the lead. Maelstroms though trying to get that lead back, but the Thermal Burners managed to stretch that lead. Here come the Maelstroms though. Maelstroms now take the lead. Clanging Scales also to the side along with the Trojan Horses. Look at that lead the Maelstroms have built up as well. The rest of the group though seems to be decently close here as Clanging Scales managed to separate themselves just a little bit. Freeze Dryers have also entered the fray. Maelstroms though looks like an easy win for them. That will be the win for them in string racing. Freeze Dryers ping-pong their way into second, Trojan Horses third, Thermal Burners fourth to fill out the current qualification slots. And Ashen Evergreen far behind. That's Wilt and Wither. So embarrassing first event for them. So let's see how they might recover in the next three events. But good launch off the gate from the Maelstroms, but a bit too chaotic off the gate, which allowed the Thermal Burners to take briefly the lead. But Maelstroms, with their teamwork and nice footwork essentially through the plinkos, they managed to stretch that lead enough to not have any problems with any of the other teams. Freeze Dryers there, nice comeback into second place. Trojan Horses and Thermal Burners will fill out the qualification slots after event 1. Now, Group C, Aftershocks, Bombshells, Haunting Harmony, Killer Krakens, Necromancers, Royal Flush, Tribe of Life, and the Warhammers. Off we go. Necromancers and Tribe of Life, a bit of a slow start back there. Aftershocks look to be taking the lead, yes. Royal Flush, though, King and Queen will attempt to challenge, though. Necromancers have recovered nicely. They're fighting with the Killer Krakens and Haunting Harmony right now. Aftershocks a bit to the side. Necromancers a bit wild through the plinko, really stretching the limits of that string. Aftershocks now. Decent lead over the Royal Flush. Bombshells rocket into third place. Oh wow, it's ready to end. Aftershocks, quick release into first. Second place goes to the Royal Flush. Bombshells will get third. Killer Krakens overtake the Necromancers for fourth in the event. Haunting Harmony 7th, and Warhammers a bit behind in dead last. Tribe of Life and Necromancers a bit of trouble there through the first few Plinkos. Aftershocks, no problem there. They pretty much kept the lead throughout the entire event. Even with challenges from the Necromancers and Royal Flush, they kept calm and also managed to stretch the lead just like the Maelstroms in the group before. Royal Flush in second, and Bombshells, Killer Krakens will fill out the top 4 in this event. Now for the final group, we have the Amber Moros, Banshee Battalion, Gauntlet Runners, Jolly Elves, Order Force, Panther Pack, Trumpet Troop, and the Verdant Vipers. Off we go now. It is the Gauntlet Runners, I think. I can't really tell. Panther Pack actually do take the lead, but the Gauntlet Runners take it back. Panther Pack take it back once again. So start there for the Amber Moros, the only team technically with actual real league experience, having competed in a competition previously years ago. Oh, as I say that, they take the lead now, but get stuck on the side. Banshee Battalion now takes advantage of it. Close group so far, unlike the other two. Before, Jolly Elves now take the lead. They stretch it quite a bit, but slow down a lot actually. As we approach the final corner, I don't even know who's gonna win this. Look at all the marbles there. Order Force says, hell no, I'm getting out of here. They win the group with 5 other teams very, very close behind them. Gauntlet Runners and Verdant Vipers a bit off the pack, but not too far, actually. So, this group might get close in the next coming event. Look at that start, though. Already indicative of what this group will be, as the Panther Pack and Gauntlet Runners switch places multiple times. Look at that battle for the lead as well between the Amber Moros. That's where they get stuck. Miscommunication there that allows the other teams to catch up. The Jolly Elves a bit slow, which allowed the other teams to catch up once again. Order Force wasn't really in the lead battle, but managed to rocket their way through to be able to get that win for the final group of these qualifiers. Now, onto the next event, Trampoline Slalom. So, go through a slalom, but the slalom is incredibly bouncy. So, you have to deal with all the bounciness and aim your trajectory nicely. Test teams will, once again, help us understand the event well. See a battle between the bus drivers and the passports there, as Mirror Mirage briefly come there to take the lead. Here comes 3 marble battle there, as I believe that's the Rust Rush who barely take the win over Team Hypnosis. The ends, especially when testing, can get very close, and all that matters between make or break is one singular bounce. Now, Group A will start us off. 2 captains, 1 reserve here. Interesting, you sent a reserve for the first ever qualifiers you're gonna compete in. But off we go with Space Pirates off into the lead, but they have a horrible bounce there. It's Zephyr Hunters and Diamond Rings who take that lead. That's the Space Pirates. Lunar Fate are in there, who did not do good last event, but Zephyr Hunters stretching that lead now. I believe that's Wind. Decent lead over both the Lunar Fate and Portal Hoppers, who are battling it out there. Portal Hoppers will attempt to catch the Zephyr Hunters, but it's not work. Portal Hoppers, winners of last event, will get a nice solid second place though. Lunar Fate and Space Pirates battling it out, but Lunar Fate will get past them. Diamond Rings, Artichokers, Mono Scouts, and the Dodo Dashers in last. Yeah, good start for the Space Pirates, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. One bad bounce can ruin your entire event. They get sent back a ton at the start. Dodo Dashers there, look at that. Look, Dodo Dashers and Mono Scouts, a very, very bad start for them. That pretty much ruined their entire event. Zephyr Hunters a bit slow to the finish, nearly allowed the Portal Hoppers to catch up, but Realm will not be able to catch Wind for another win in this event. Nyx third for the Lunar Fate now. Zephyr Hunters drop. As for the standings, Zephyr Hunters jump to second. Diamond Rings and Artichokers fall 1 apiece to third and fourth. Now for Group B, 3 captains now, no reserves. So a more standard event lineup. Off we go now. It's the Ashen Evergreen out in front. Clanging Scales, their rocket launch back up to the start. Bad start for them. It's the Thermal Burners and Freeze Dryers out in the lead. Showstoppers and Ashen Evergreen also right there. Ashen Evergreen attempting to revitalize and redeem themselves after that last event. Oh, but here, we're already at the end here. Very fast from both the Thermal Burners and the Freeze Dryers. Freeze Dryers will beat the Thermal Burners to the line. Good stuff from the Freeze Dryers. Ashen Evergreen will beat out multiple marbles for third place. Maelstroms in fourth. Showstoppers in fifth. Trojan Horses in sixth. Clanging Scales in seventh. And Strawberry Sweets in dead last. Here we go. Clanging Scales, look, they took the lead. But look at that bounce, sending them far into the first place. Strawberry Sweets also went incredibly high at the start. And they were pretty much the bottom two for this event. Thermal Burners and Freeze Dryers just kept it chilled, safe throughout the entire thing. And the captain of the Freeze Dryers will beat Heat of the Thermal Burners. Decay of the Ashen Evergreen will help them rise up to 5th and closer to the qualification zone. But Freeze Dryers will take the lead from the Maelstroms in this group. Now for Group C, only 1 captain here. And the rest are just regular members for the teams. Off we go. It's the Bombshells out in front, but the Aftershocks, actually, winners of the last event, they will take the lead. Royal Flush, that's Ace, having a bit of a bad start. Necromancers actually briefly there. You see they also had a bad start. It's the Bombshells now out in the lead, along with the Haunting Harmony, who got 7th last event. Aftershocks now battling it out. Bombshells and Haunting Harmony. Haunting Harmony, nice trajectory. They will get the win. Aftershocks, oh, that's not the Aftershocks actually, that's the Warhammers who get 2nd place. They got last event. Bombshells in 3rd. The Aftershockers will get 4th. Killer Krakens in 5th. Tribe of Life and the Royal Flush will beat out the Necromancers for 7th place. Let's look at this. Royal Flush already started in last, but I don't know what happened. Look at that trajectory. Horrible trajectory there. You can see the Necromancers also bounce high. They get sent all the way back to the 3rd slalom. But look at this battle here. Haunting Harmony, the captain. They show why they're the captain. Dread will nicely get it done in front of Spike. Here we go. Aftershocks keep the lead. Bombshells rise up to 2nd. Haunting Harmony 4 spots into 3rd. Royal Flush down to 4th. But now for the final group, Group D, 2 captains, 1 reserve. So let's see how Group D goes. Very close for Group D last event as well. Let's hope it continues this event. Order Force into the lead now. Jolly Elves in the lead, who choked the lead, I think, last event. Here we go. Order Force still in the lead. Amber Moros are there. Everyone's actually there. Actually, no one is pulling ahead that much. Group D looks to be close once again. Banshee Battalion are there. Amber Moros, Banshee Battalion can't get it done. Who will get first? It's the Trumpet Troop. Uses Amber Moros as a wall, kind of, to stop their momentum, and they will be able to get first. Order Force in 7th, and Panther Pack, very slow. They will get last. Look at the start there. No one really had a bad bounce, so that's what kept this group close from the start. I mean, look at all those marbles there. You see, there's so much marbles there. As you can see, Trumpet Troop, the reserve, will use Resin, the captain of the Amber Moros, as a wall in front of the Scream of the Banshee Battalion. As the Trumpet Troop take the lead, Banshee Battalion up into 2nd, Amber Moros 2 spots into 3rd, and Order Force drop all the way to 4th. But that's it for this part of the qualifiers. See you next time for Relay and Conveyor Survival. Thank you for watching.